नमः। हरि ओम तत्सत पुरुषाय नमः। ओम श्री राम जय जय राम। ओम रामाय राम रामभद्राय रामचंद्रावेध से रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पते नमः। ओम नीलांबुध श्यामल कोमलांगम सीता समारोह प्रतिभां भागम पाणो महासायक चारु चापम नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम। ओम श्री राम लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न सीता हनुमंताय नमः। श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। श्री वाल्मीकिये नमः। पूज्यामि नैवेद्यं निवेद्यामि। ओम प्राणाय स्वाहा। ओम अपानाय स्वाहा। ओम उदानाय स्वाहा। ओम समानाय स्वाहा। ओम ध्यानाय स्वाहा। नैवेद्यं निवेद्यामि। Three flowers. Devotees will have two more lovely bhajan by our dear beloved Kaliji, and then we'll begin our Ramayan Arti, and then the Bhagwan Katha.
चीर के छाटी बोले अपनी पवन पुत्र हनुमान, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। चीर के छाटी बोले अपनी पवन पुत्र हनुमान। सीता हरण किया रावण ने प्रभु जी ते अखुलाए, सीता हरण किया रावण ने प्रभु जी ते अखुलाए। हनुमान ने सीता जी को प्रभु संदेश सुनाए, हनुमान जी करने आए प्रभु जी के गुणगान। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। लगी लक्ष्मण जी को शक्ति देख प्रभु घबराए, देख प्रभु लगी लक्ष्मण जी को शक्ति देख प्रभु घबराए। भोर से पहले हनुमान जी धौला गिर ले आए, उठ बैठे लक्ष्मण जी लेकर श्री राम का नाम। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। बानर से ना देख के रावण की से ना घबराए, बानर से ना देख के रावण की से ना घबराए। पलक झपकते हनुमत ने लंका में आग लगाए, बोले प्रभु के साथ मिटा कर रावण का अभिमान। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। चीर के छाटी बोले अपनी पवन पुत्र हनुमान, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम।
जय जय राम। कम 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 कम।
श्री राम कहे समझाई, श्री राम कहे समझाई, श्री राम कहे समझाई। सुन लक्ष्मण प्यारे भाई, सुनो लक्ष्मण कौरी भाई, श्री राम कहे समझाई। बनवास पिता ने दीना, बनवास पिता ने दीना, मैंने बचन शीश धर लीना जी, मैंने बचन शीश धर लीना जी। संग जनक सुता सुखदाई, संग जनक सुता सुखदाई। लक्ष्मण प्यारे भाई, सुनो लक्ष्मण कौरी भाई, राम कहे समझाई। नहीं दोष कह कहीं माता, माता 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 माता। नहीं दोष कह कहीं माता, ये लिख जाल कविता जी, जी मेरे मन में शोक कछु नाई, मेरे मन में शोक कछु नाई। सुनो लक्ष्मण कौरी भाई, सुनो लक्ष्मण प्यारे भाई। राम कहे समझाई, सुख दुख सब गैर अधीना, सुख दुख सब दैव अधीना। नहीं कोई किसी का दीन, नहीं कौन किसी का हो। जग मोरख जन भर माई, जग मोरख जन भर लक्ष्मण कौरी भाई, सुनो लक्ष्मण प्यारे भाई। श्री राम कहे समझाई, श्री राम कहे समझाई। सुनो लक्ष्मण प्यारे भाई, सुनो लक्ष्मण कौरी भाई, सुनो लक्ष्मण प्यारे भाई।
Together in Ramayan Arati. Let's all please stand. Kumar. Don't put no money here, right? Put the money on here. Put it up. Try for the money. Let's stand, clasp our hands in reverence at the feet of Bhagwan Prabhu Ram Chandra. Let's all join together in prayer to the divine Sri Ram Chandra. We focus our mind on the feet of Sri Ram, blending our voices together, praising the Master of this universe, Bhagwan Prabhu Sri Ram Chandra. स्थूलतनुं गजेन्द्रवदनं लंबोदरं सुंदरं प्रसगन्धमधुलोभमधुपव्यालोलगन्धस्थलं दन्ताघातवितारिताररुधिरे सिन्दूरशोभाकरम् वंदे शैलसुतासुतं गणपतिं सिद्धिप्रदं कामदम्। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरं गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारूढपितवामभागं बाणो महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम्। ॐ मनोजवङ्गमारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। We give praise to Mother Durga. Om Jaya Tvam Devi Chamunde Jaya Bhutapahariणे जय सर्वगते देवी कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते। ओम आरती श्री रामायण जी के कीरति कलित ललित गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशारद देश अनुसारद करणी पवन सुत कीरति संतत गावत शंभु भवानी अरुघट संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यास आदि कवि पुंग बखानी कागद गरुड़ आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति ललित ललित श्री पुराण अष्टदश सहस्र सब ग्रंथ तन मन धन संतन के सर्वस पार अंत सम्मत सब आरती श्री रामायण जी के कीर्ति कलित ललित श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम कलमल हरणे विषय रस के भगत श्रृंगार हरणे रोग भव मूरे अनेके कात मात सब विधि तुलसी आरती श्री रामायण जी के कीर्ति कलित ललित कीर्ति कलित ललित कीर्ति कलित ललित बोले प्रभु रामचंद्र की जय। Please take a seat. आसन लीजिए। ओम जय 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 त्रिपुरारी जय जय त्रिपुरारी त्रिपुरारी जय जय त्रिपुरारी जय त्रिलोचन जय दुख मोचन जय हे मंगलकारी जय जय त्रिपुरारी जय जय त्रिपुरारी जटा में शोभित गंगे, अंग बभूति रमाए भोरे, जय कैलाश बिहारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी। छाल भस्म संसारे, तू भी चंद्र सोहे भाल, ढिमक दिन ताल डमरू बाजे, दूषित निकंदन है जय जगबंधन है, जय त्रिशूल कर धारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय त्रिलोचन जय हे मंगल काली, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी। ओम नमः शिवाय। बोले प्रभु रामचंद्र की जय, श्री महादेव शंकर भगवान की जय, देवी दुर्गा माता की जय, जय जय श्री राधे गोविंदा। Devotees, I would like to welcome each and every one of you tonight in this satsang as held by this family. A great bhakta indeed, that his family today have joined in devotion. So, on their behalf, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you tonight in this one night satsang. We have just completed worship to Bhagwan, to Bhavani Devi, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, together with Bhagwan, Ganesh, Gauri, Shankar, and we have had bhajan, and now we have just finished Aarti, waving of the sacred light, praying that our lives be removed of all anxieties, all difficulties, glorifying Sri Ramayan, Aarti Sri Ramayan Ji ki, Kirti Kalita Lalitasya Pi ki. Kirti means the fame, the glory that is held, that is recorded in the book called Sri Ramayan. Sri, the Ramayan is Sri Ramayan, the noble text. The word Sri here means noble. Shri contains many meanings. It also means Lakshmi. But in this context, Shri means noble. This noble text, the text that contains all the noble deeds of Sita and Ram, that is sung by Brahma to Narada, Gavat Brahma Dikamuni Narada. This text that contains that dialogue between Brahma and Narada, Valmiki Vijnana Visharda, the text that contains the discussion, the narration of all these great characters in history. This to Baba Tulsidas Ji pay homage in first citing all the names, calling upon all the names, and asking his great blessings to the devotees, as we all as ordinary human beings in this Mrityuloka sit to listen this divine Katha, the different dialogue between Brahma to Narada in the heavenly realm, Lord Shiva to Mother Parvati in Mount Kailash, Kak Musuni to Garur in Nilgiri Parvat, and Yagyavalk to Bharatwaj and Prayag. And at the bank of the Chitrakoot, Baba Sant Goswami Tulsidas Ji narrates the same lovely Katha that was told by Brahma to Narada in the heavens, by Yagyavalk to Bharatwaj in the banks of the Prayag, Nilgiri Parvat, Kak Musuni Garur. And here Sant Goswami Tulsidas, the very same Katha, narrated to all the thousands of saints and sages who gathered the banks of Chitrakoot. Let's take have one outside now, by the Jandi. Yeah. This very sad Katha tonight, devotees, we have gathered with his family. What's it? Yeah, right, Laloo. So we have joined his family, Mr. Jaipersad, Laloo, in listening his divine Katha and singing the glories of Bhagavan Shri Ram. To receive blessings and purify ourselves, devotees, we have gathered here in this holy bank of the Ganga, the place where Ramayan Katha is told. That place is like Prayag, that place is like Nilgiri Parvat, that place is like Brahma abode, the abode of Brahma, where all the devatas once met, devotees. This is a sacred spot where this Katha is told. In fact, it is said in our scriptures that wherever Ramayan Katha is been explained and been explained to the devotees, wherever Ramayan Katha is narrated, the presence of Hanuman is always felt there. And you sit down and you listen, devotees, with devotion, with your mind, with your thoughts at the feet of Shri Ram, you will be able to receive not the blessings of Shri Ram also, but Mahavir Swami and all the devatas and devis will bring their blessings to all of us tonight, including myself. Devotees, let us join together with this family as we join in the Ramayan Katha. We are in the festive season of Diwali. We have just completed Pitra Paksh, where worship was done to our ancestors, where we salute those who have gone to the beyond, whose blood flows through our veins today, from whose body the children, all of us are born from the mother's womb. We pay homage to those ancestors in Pitra Loka. We pay ancestors to those Pitras who live in the loka called Pitra Loka. We are in this realm called, what we call as Mrityu Loka, a world or a realm where souls enters into perishable bodies, and having existed for a short while, the body is perished and the soul then goes in another body. So we have paid homage to those souls who have passed through this earthly realm in earthly bodies and have transcended to the other realms. And after them we paid homage to Devi Durga. In this Navratri of the year, the month of Kartik, the ending part of the year that precedes Diwali, in this Navratri we have a festival or a day called Vijay Dashami. That is the 10th day after Navratri. That's the day that Sri Ramchandra gained victory over Ravana. And devotees, that's a very important and significant figure in our Ramayana. Ravana symbolizes, he is a personification of all adharmic qualities. Ravana personifies all the ills that man performs and suffers. And in the Ramayana there are three main cities, Ayodhya, Pur means city. We have where Shri Ram took avatar, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughna took avatar in the palace of Raja Dashratha. The second city, Janakpur, where Sita Devi took avatar, where she born from the bowels of Mother Earth. And the third city is Lankapur, where Ravana, a great bhakta of Bhagwan Shiva, he took avatar there, together with Kumbhakaran and Vibhishan. And all of these divine manifestations, they came upon this earth, upon the altar of this earth, to teach all of us as ordinary human beings the lessons of our Vedas. Tonight I want to read from Uttarakhand. When Bhagwan Sri Ramachandra, having conquered Ravana in battle, that episode, the anxious waiting of Bharat. Bharat was in Nandigram, awaiting Sri Ramachandra's arrival for 14 years. And during that 14 years, my dear devotees, I want to bring to your mind and to your attention the people of Ayodhya for that 14 years of their life. They all were devoted to Bhagavan Sri Ram. Everyone's mind was at the feet of Sri Ramachandra. Everyone grew love for the Lord Sri Ramachandra. No one had any love for the material things of the world, but their minds, even Bharat demonstrates in a very dramatic way when Bharat, who left Kekaya by his Nana's home to return to Ayodhya on the death of Raja Dashratha, when he learned of his father's death and the abandoning of Shri Ram, not I want to say abandoning, the going to the first of Shri Ram, Lakshman and Devi Sita, Bharat decided that this kingdom would have no attraction to him. Bharat love and taste was only for the feet of Sri Ram, his brother. And Bharat even make a statement that if my brother cannot come, that if I at least can see my bhabi, my sister-in-law, I will see my brother in my sister-in-law. So much love they had for family and brothers, and that family bond of love devotees. The whole of Ramayan is centered around a family bond and love for one another. Not love for what you can get from one another, but love for one another. And if you would examine the Ramayan Katha very clearly and very carefully, you will see, devotees, the value of family life, how society is supposed to live, and most importantly, where must be the minds of us as children of God. Tonight, let us put our hands together as we do Ramayan Sumiran. Varnanam artha sanghana rasanam chanda samapi mangalanam chakartaro vandevani vinayakau bhavani shankaro vande Shraddha Vishwaswarupino Yabhyam Vinana Pashyanti Siddha Swantahastamishwaram Om Pande Bodhamayam Nityam Guru Shankara Rupinam Yamashito Hi Vakropi Chandra Sarvatra Bandhyate. In these verses, Baba Tulsidas, before beginning to write the glories of Sri Ram, Baba Tulsidas in the shlokas, I reverence Bani, the goddess of speech, Saraswati Devi, and Lord Brahma, Lord Ganesh in fact, the originators of sound, represented by this alphabet, of the multitudes of objects denoted by those sounds, of poetic sentiments, as well as of meters and the begetters of all blessings. Goswamiji paid homage to Bani, Saraswati Devi, and Lord Ganesha. Bhavani Shankara Vande, Shraddha Vishwaswarupinau. I greet Devi, Parvati and Lord Shiva, the embodiment of reverence and faith respectively, without which even the adept cannot perceive the divine shrine enshrined in the very heart. Vande Bodhamayam Nityam. I make obeisance to the eternal preceptor in the form of Lord Shiva, who is all wisdom and resting, on whose brow the crescent moon, though crooked in shape, is universally adorned. Om Sita Rama Gunagrama Punyaranya Viharinau Vande Vishuddha Vijnanau Kavishwar Kapishwarau. I pay homage to the king of bards, Valmiki, and the chief of the monkeys, Hanuman, of pure intelligence, both of whom sport in the holy woods in the shape of the glories of Sri Sita and Ram. Bole Narayan Bhagwan ki jai. Jehi sumirata se ho Gananayaka karvara badana Karahu anugahaso Budhirashi subhaguna sadana Jasu kripa so dayal, Jasu kripa so dayal, Drabau sakal kali malakana, Nila saro ruhshan, Karuna aruna parijana. समदेह उमारमण करुणायन जाहि दीन परनेह जाहि दीन परनेह करो कृपा मरदन मयन बंदव गुरु पद कंज कृपा सिंधु नर रूप हरे महामोहतम पुंज दासु वचन हरि करने बंदव गुरु पद पद्म परागा सुभाष सरस अनुरागा अमिय मूरि में चूरन चारु समन सकल भव रुज परिवार सुकृति शंभुधन विमल विभूति मधुर मंगल मोदक सूति जनमन मंजु मुकुर मलहरणी कीर्ति लख गुण गण बस करणी श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम 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 बोलो गजानन स्वामी की जय. Like this, Baba Tulsidas glorified those whom he depends on for the writing of the Divine Katha. And so I also glorify. Now I'm also narrating this Divine Katha. I also seek the blessings of all those who bless Baba Tulsidas ji. Prem se bolo Mahapati Mahadev ki jai. Devotees, Bharat here, Baba Tulsidas is expressing the love of Bharat, a brother for a brother. Today we see very evidently this feelings for one another as brothers, that has disappeared. And what came in place of that brotherly love? Materialism. It's referred to as Maya. Maya that appears for a little while, make you laugh and cry and then leave you right there. At the end, you end in sorrow. But brotherly love, devotees, is forever. That love that you cherish for one another will go with you from birth to birth. Asha Trishna Namare Maramara Jar Sharir. When this body changes, when we change this body, our Asha and Trishna, the thirst, the craving that we have, and the desires we have, that will die. That goes with us from birth to birth. And this is why many of you will say sometimes, you see someone and you feel you know that person from a long time. You feel very close to a person at first sight. That's because of past life vasanas or impression. Nothing happens by guess. Everything in this world based on the law of karma. This earth is called karma bhumi. The earth where actions are performed. And the results of our action remain with us in the form of vasana, impression. If you do anything, that remains in your mind as an impression. And that will go with you to your grave. You will never forget that. Even though you lost all your hair, you lost your 10 years, you don't lose memory. That memory don't lose. So tonight I want to share with you this Divine Katha, the beginning of Uttarakhand. Bharat, anxiety for Sri Ram. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। रहा एक दिन अवधि कर अति आरत पुर लोग। Very important verse here. अति आरत पुर लोग. Arat means affliction. The poor log, the people of the city of Ayodhya, and everyone there, they were all filled with distress. The term of Bhagavan Shri Ram exile was to expire only the next day, which made the people of the city extremely anxious. Wasted in body through separation from Shri Ram, men and women alike were plunged into thought everywhere. Where was the thoughts? At the feet of Shri Ram, where everywhere. Meanwhile, auspicious signs of all kinds occurred, and everyone felt cheerful at heart. While the people thinking one day will remain for Bhagavan Ramachandra to return to Ayodhya, everyone's mind was at the feet of Shri Ram, thinking of Bhagavan. And very important, my devotees, our minds that God has given to us to use. God has given to us first the human body. Bare bhagya manush tanu pava. This great, by great fortune, Bhagavan has given us this human body. And in this body, Bhagavan has placed a part of himself that is called Jiva. Where were all of us were there first? We were at the mother's womb. We all remained there for 9 months from inception. We lived there for 9 months. And when our bodies were fully formed and ready for this material world, Bhagavan, through the delivery wind, sent us out. We worship Hanuman Baba. That wind, that powerful wind that exists in our body, sends that child, that baby out, that body out. And in that body, there is a part of Bhagavan. Ishwar ke ansa jiva avinashi. And I want to discuss from this point, my devotees, as embodiments of divinity, as children of Almighty God, we today have forgotten our relationship with God. And the Katha is showing us the people maintain their relationship with God. Very important. The Ayodhya that we speak of, my devotees, is Ayodhya, a physical, geographical location in Bharat. Whilst that may be true, undisputed, the bridge that was built by Nal Nil and Shri Ram and all those great manifestations, still there's evidence in Bharat. So the teaching is evident, devotees, that while that location, that geographical location is there, Ayodhya also, there were many places in the Ramayana I can highlight to you, that where Shri Ram, in fact, there was one verse I want to bring to you before I commence Katha, the words of Shri Ram to Hanuman, where Hanumanji asked Shri Ram, Prabhu, this is Kiskindha Kand, the beginning of Kiskindha Kand, where the first time Bhagavan Ram and Hanuman met at the foothills of the Rishibuk mountain. And Hanumanji went towards Shri Ram and asked, Prabhu, tell me, who are you? Asking the Lord of himself, who are you? And the Lord answered, we are the son of Dasharatha. And so, when they make themselves acquainted with Shri Ram, Hanumanji asked Shri Ram, Prabhu, tell me, how can I praise you? How can I worship you? How can I please you, my Lord? And Shri Ram ne kaha, ki hey Hanumanji, so ananya jaake asi mati na tare Hanuman, मैं सेवक सचराचर रूप स्वामी भगवन यापति रामचंद्र की जय। Oh Hanuman, you want to worship God, you want to please that Almighty God. So ananya jaakesi mati na tarai Hanumant, मैं सेवक सचराचर रूप स्वामी भगवन. My रूप, my form is the whole world. I am the world. Char or achar ke roop hai. I am in the form of moving and unmoving things. We must never forget this, devotees. This is from the lips of Shri Ram himself to Hanumanji in Kiskindha Kand. And based on this knowledge, I am saying to you now, Ayodhya is that place geographically in India. Also, this body is also Ayodhya. The Vedas highlight Ashta Chakra Naudwara Devanam Purayodhya Tasyam Hiranyayah Koshaha Swargo Jyotishavrataha. Ayodhya is defined as a place where there is 8 energy centers. The body has 8 chakras now. 8 energy centers. And 9 openings. Naudwara, 9 doors to this body. 9 entrances to this human body. And in that city with 9 entrances and 8 energy centers dwells that Purayodhya, Hiranyayaha Koshaha, Hiranyayaha, that golden orb of light shines brightly in that city. And this is the city, devotees, that we are speaking about. In this city, Rama Ratana Dhan Payo, in this is the gem of Sri Ram. Just as our body emerged out of our mother's womb, so too our life emerged as a part of Bhagavan. Ishwar ke ant hai. Yeh Jiva Avinashi hai. It is eternal. So Bharat devotees and all the citizens of Ayodhya, Artha Puralok, all the citizens, they were anxious because they knew the connection or the interconnectedness with Almighty God, Sri Ramachandra. And everyone devotees, their bodies were thin because they were all fasting. They were not fasting to stop a highway from building, but they were fasting from self-purification, not physical destruction. And so devotees, everyone, whilst the thought was in Sri Ram that one day more left that the Lord will return, everyone is ahead of Sri Ram. The thoughts of Sri Ram. And this is why it is said, Rama Charana Sukhadai. Bhaju Man, O mind, where your mind should be, devotees. God having placed a part of himself. God having placed a part of himself in this body. And a part of himself in place here, he produced from himself a mind, intellect, ego, and with 5 senses of knowledge and 5 sense organs. So we are in this Ayodhya. And then you want to know now where Ravan dwells. Where? In your mind, Ravan is there also. Janaki is inside of you. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu. O Devi who dwells in all living beings. There I bow to you in the form of Matri Rupena Sanstita. I bow to you in the form of a mother. Shakti Rupena Sanstita. Sanstita. Stita means to be established in the hearts of everyone in many forms. I pay homage to you, O Devi, there in that body, in that form. And this is where our people today is missing this very important point. Where the best place to worship God is in each other. This is why you observe in a puja, without food, there's no puja. When everyone come and they partake of that food, that bhojan, and that enters, Aham Vaishvanara Bhutva, and all of this knowledge just remind us that we are one with God. Bharat and the people of Ayodhya, they were anxiously awaiting, and whilst anxiously awaiting, very interestingly, they were getting good signs. Because the mind is in the right place, invoking good signs that the Lord is coming. Rahayu ekadana avadha adhara, samudhata mana dukha bhayavu apara. Bharat, the term of Rama's exile, which was the sole hope of his life. He was living for Ram to return, was going to expire only one day hence. And this thought filled the mind of Bharat. What kind of thoughts has filled our mind on a daily basis? The thoughts in our mind that fills our mind and dominate ourselves is what is going to bring us either tears in our eyes or smiles in our face. And that is very evidently, devotees, in our society here today. The minds of our people are not in Almighty God. Hence we have a society that is filled with fear and anxiety. Not anxiousness for God, but anxiety away from God, like the people of Ayodhya. So Bharat now began to speculate now. And Bharat now began to speculate. Karana kavara nath nahi ayavu, jani kutil bidha mohi bisarevu. Bharat began to say to himself, why Lord is not coming? Because he says, how is it that Sri Ramachandra did not turn up? Has he cast me out of his mind, knowing me to be crooked? Ah, Bharat said, Kapti kutil mohi prabhu chinha, tate naat sang nahi leena. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Jo karani samudhay prabhu more nahi nistar kalap sat kore jana avaguna prabhu maan na kaavo deen bandhu ati mridula subhav. Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram. Bolo Ram Chandra ki jai. Like this, Bharat was thinking, and he was pondering and reflecting and making what we call expectation. He was speculating, in fact. How is it by Ramchandra? The Lord knew me to be a false and perverse. That is why he refused to take me along with him. This is how Bharat thinking. If Bhagavan Shri Ram were to consider my doings, there would be no redemption for me, even after countless cycles. But this is the lesson tonight, one of the lessons tonight. Bharat here says, Mor jiya bharos drasha soi, milahi Ram saguna subh hoi. Bole Prabhu Ram Chandra ki jai. Bharat said, but listen how the Bhagavan works. But Bhagavan Shri Ram never takes into account, or he never consider the faults of his devotees. Shri Ram don't look at the faults of his devotees. That is to say, the devotees are false. But Shri Ram don't look at the faults. What does he look at in the devotee? Only devotion. Only devotion. And this is evidently throughout the Ramayan. In all the Kathas you will hear. Shabari left her home, disobeyed everyone in her home, mother, father, everybody, and came to the forest. If someone does not know a person in society, they look at that person as a wicked person. But Shri Ram didn't look at those things. Shri Ram looked at how she devoted her mind to the saints and sages in the forest. Shri Ram looked at how much love she had for his feet, because every day she would clean the pathway. Every day she would go and pick flowers and fruits. And you know what? She will bite the fruit and the sweet one, put it in the basket, sour and throw it. And those were the juta phal, what we call the juta phal, or the tasted fruits that she brought for Shri Ram. And that day when Shri Ram came, Shri Ram didn't look and say, man, this thing tastes already. What kind of juta thing again? Shri Ram didn't look at that. Lakshman, many people make different comments, but Lakshman did not took the fruit because he was fasting. He took a vow for 14 years, he did not eat nor sleep, because Ravan had a son by the name of Meghnad. He had a boon. He who had fasted for 14 years and 14 nights without eating and sleeping is the only one qualified to kill Meghnad. So Lakshman knew that. That's why Lakshman destroyed Meghnad in the battle. So Shri Ram did not look at the fruit that had a juta, a bite in it. If I give you a strange person or a friend, I bite something, you take that? No. Some may take it, some will not. Shri Ram never looked at the bite or the tasted fruit. Shri Ram took it. Baram bakhani, and again, bahut swadisht hai Shabari, bahut swadisht hai. This tastes very delicious, very tasty. Shri Ram not looked at the fruit, didn't wash or was bit. No. Shri Ram looks at the love, and that alone the Lord looks at. So my dear devotees, if all of us are children of God, we are children of God. Never forget that. God has given us the mind, the intellect, the ego, sense organ and senses of knowledge. To enjoy His creation. But where is our mind for the devotees? Here I am giving a katha where everyone's mind is at the feet of Sri Ram and experiencing joy, experiencing good sign. Here, while Bharat devotees making a statement, my Lord never look at the fault of his devotees. This was the only consolation. Meaning devotees, when you are in problems, when you are up against a wall and you turn against, when you think that everything is against you, always look at the Lord and remember the statement. You may have many faults. You will be the foulest of all sinners. But know for one, the Lord never looked at the faults of his children. Tell me, if you have a good son and a very bad son, and a very bad son come by you and say, Ma, I'm hungry, will you tell him? Let's be very realistic and very human. Some might run them. But a normal human being will love that child. That's your child. First thing the mother will say, they will barely hurt them in common language. My child. They will never look at nothing evil about a child. They will give that child food. And the Lord, just imagine, if a little minute mother who's living in a perishable body with limited senses and so on, have that amount of love, how much more that Bhagwan, Jagat Pita, Jaganadhar have for all of us. So don't feel, I'm talking very personal here, as Hindus people, as a Hindu people, we think if you take a little drink, or eat a little fowl or dog or hog, you commit a big sin, and you want to go to the temple, you want to go and light a diya, because you know you do something wrong. But hear what Bharata is saying? Hear what Bharata is saying? My Lord don't look at the sins of others. He don't look at the faults of others. So what does this mean to us in our everyday life? I say to people every day, do not allow the Kulachan habit to stop the Stulachan habit. You know what Kulachan mean? Kulachan mean what? Anybody knows? Baigan and Laloo, na? It means bad habits, unacceptable ways, bad behavioral patterns. But Sulachan is good ways. Do not let your bad habits stop you from doing a good act, my dear devotees. In Hindu Dharma, I don't know why it is said that you can't eat, drink and pray too. If you can show that in any text, our Dharma teaches three gunas, Raja, Sattva and Tama. Raja, Sattva guna is those people who live a pure vegetarian life. Those are Sattva guna. Rajagun is those who eat a little bit and fast a little bit. And Tamagun is those who eat agar bagar anyhow and everything. These are three gunas, and all the guna belongs to Bhagwan. He never tells you which is guna, which is bad. He tells you, however, you have to transcend the three guna. Guna kita, you have to transcend the three gunas to come to him. So which is bad, which is good? You could be a vegetarian, you could be a cook too. You could be a big bandit and be a vegetarian because some health reason you can't eat meat, so you'll be a vegetarian by force. And the fellow who eats meat and drinking, he have a pure heart. He have a good heart. Who Bhagavan will look at? And this katha is evident of that. Bharata is saying, my Rama, my Bhaya Ram, my Bhagwan Ram, don't look at the faults of devotees. And I am speaking in the context that all of us are children of God and we are devotees of God in one way or the other. All of us. You may look at yourself as an evil, but Bhagavan don't look at children as evil. No friend or parent will look at a child as an evil eye. They always say, that's my child. That's my child. And Bharata is consoling himself by himself. That's the next great lesson. We must be able to console ourselves by ourselves. And how that can be so, devotees? When you engage in satsang. Only satsang can give you this knowledge to help yourself by yourself. Bhagavad Gita chapter 6 verse 5. Udhared atma atmanam na atma avasadayet. Krishna, he speaks out and call out to the children of God. Lift yourself by yourself, a friend. Be your own friend. Don't be your enemy. Chapter 6 verse 5. Bhagavad Gita. And the very said knowledge here is highlighted by Bharat to himself and Bharat devotees. Having said our devotees, Bharat was drowning in separation for Sri Ram. Rama virah sagar maha Bharat magan man होत विप्र रूप धरे पवन सुता आई गयो जन पोत बैठे देखी कुशासन जटा मुकुट कृष्गात राम नाम रघुपति जपत श्रवत नयन जल जात सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम। बोलो प्रभु रामचंद्र भगवान की जय और पुत्र हनुमान की जय। जय श्री राधे। राम विरह सागर महा। Like this, Goswami Ji says, while Bharat mind, I want to stress on the word mind. My devotees, we are not this junk of flesh. We are not this body. This body belongs to the coffin. This is a coffin body. As a drop, long time people love the dead body to just take it and bury it themselves and put it in an ice box. Nowadays, a drop, they call us. Hey, man, dead boy. Come pass through. That's correct, no? What's the love today, devotees? That love, that bond is gone. This is why Katha like this should enable us to build back that bond and that love. Because only knowledge can destroy ignorance and bring back love. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. This festival of Deepavali, tonight I am giving that point to you. Deep means light and Avali means rose. Beautiful rose of light. Where Shri Ram walked between those rows of light, entering into the city of Ayodhya. The light there represents knowledge. So devotees, that knowledge we must be able to acquire to lift ourselves, to help ourselves, and to rid ourselves of our problems. While Bharat mind was thus sinking in the ocean of separation, Bharat Magan Manahot. Magan means he was overwhelmed with that viraha, that separation from his Lord Rama. Viprarupa Dhari Pavana Sutta. That very set time when his mind was sinking in separation from Shri Ram, that very set time, my devotees, when you feel that you are drowning, you are giving up in life, you are losing the battle, if you have a little faith in God, like Bharat had, what was the faith? My Ram never look at the fault of his devotee. That was the only last string hanging on to Bharat. My Lord Ram never look at the faults of a devotee. What fault Bharat had? No fault. Bharat had no fault. He disobeyed mother, father, guru. Bharat disobeyed everybody, you know. He said, listen to me. I listen to what all of you have to say, but I want you to listen to what I want. If you love me, then you love what I want also. Bharat said that to them before he left to the forest. And there Bharat said, all I want to go and behold my Rama's feet and my Devi Sita's feet and my Bhaya Lakshman's feet, and when I having seen them, then I will come back and become king, no problem. But let me first go. See, Bharat. So that Bharat devotees, while his mind was drowning and feel like giving up in life, what to do? My Bhaya Ram is not coming. One day left, at least we should get some message, at least some sign. But of course, Bharat was getting good sign. Bharat was getting good sign, and he was acknowledging the good sign. Same time, devotees, Shri Ramachandra, Sita Devi, Lakshman, Nal, Neel, Angad, Jaman, Kevat, and all of them, they were coming and approaching the outskirts of Ayodhya. And Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan said to Hanuman, "Oh my Lord Hanuman, oh my son Hanuman, please take a Vipra form, take a form of a Brahmana." Vipra means a spiritual student, an aspirant, one who is aspiring towards Brahma or Brahman or knowledge of God. And when you reach that knowledge of God, then you be called a Brahmana. That's the next lesson by itself. So why he says Vipra? Because Vipra has a significant meaning. Vipra is a student. One who come and ask you, "Hey, what's your name? Where you live in? I want to get some information from you." One who's seeking knowledge. So anyone, you wouldn't get rid of extra like that. You'll always be kind to him. This is why I take Vipra Rupa, go. And Hanumanji, obeying the Lord's command, Hanuman took the form of Vipra and he entered Ayodhya. And now Hanumanji, Vipra Rupa Dharik Pavana Sutta, I Gayu Januko, Hanumanji, same time arrived in Ayodhya, in Nandigram. And Hanumanji, this disguised form of a Vipra, he came like a bark to his rescue. And there, Hanumanji, Pavanaputra Hanumanji, saw Bharat. He found Bharat seated on a mat of kusha grass. You know, Bharat, so much love he has for his Bhaya Ram. You see how I am sitting high? Why I am sitting high? That I can see everyone and you all can see me. But Bharat dug a deep, big hole and he went down there. And there he spread his kusha mat and he sat, tied his long hair like a jata, like a crown, and he sat like this. Ram, Ram, Raghupati. Ram, Ram, Raghupati. Ram, Ram, Raghupati. His body was very thin because he was fasting. There was no taste for food and everything like that. And like this, Hanumanji entered Nandigram and saw Bharat sitting in his kusha asana with his hair tied, with tears of love rolling from his eyes. This is how Hanumanji saw Bharat. And devotees, this is not the first time. The first time Hanumanji saw Bharat is when Bharat shut him down and broke his pride. No one should have pride in front of Rama. Bharata's love broke the pride of Hanuman. So the second time Hanumanji is seeing Bharat now, devotees, and seeing Bharat in this seat of the mat of the kusha grass, his body maciated with a coil of matted hair for a crown, and the words, Ram, Ram, Raghupati. Baithe dekhi kushasana jata mukut krisaghat, Ram, Ram, Raghupati japata, shiravata nayana jalajat, with his lips chanting Ram, Ram, Raghupati, his lotus-like eyes streaming with tears. This is how Bharat was seen by Lord Hanuman in the form of the Vipra. And what took place, devotees? On seeing Bharat like this, in this condition, with a heart filled with love for Bhagavan, Shri Hanumanji, Dekhat Hanuman ati harashu, Pulak jat lochan jal parashu, Man mah bahut bhati sukhamani, Bole Shravan Sudha samabani, Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, Man bahu bahut bhati sukhamani, Bole Shravan Sudha samabani, Jasu virah sochahu din raati, Ratahu nirantar gun gan paati, Raghukula tilak jusgan sukhdata, Ayahu kusala deva muni prata, Ripuran jeeti sujasa surgavat, Sita Sahita Anuj Prabhu Avat, Sunat Vachan Visare Sab Dukha, Rishavant Jimi Pai Piyusha, Bolo Prabhu Ram Chandra ki Jai. Like this, devotees, Dekhat Hanuman ati harashu, on seeing Bharat, seeing his physical position and hearing his sound, Ram, Ram, Raghupati, and seeing the image through the eyes of his mind, the tears of love were flowing from his eyes, showing the state of mind of Bharat. Hanumanji seeing Bharat like his devotees, he felt Harashevu, very delighted. Pulaka gat lochana jal barasevu. And Hanuman, on seeing Bharat crying with Ramas in his heart, Hanuman also began to cry. If you see somebody crying, you will laugh. The only time I cry if I see you cry. Or I have no use to cry. That's just human. So Hanuman, his hair stand erect. And he began to cry also. seeing Bharat with love for Bhagwan Ram, Bolo Prabhu Ram Chandra ki jai, Mana Mahu Bahut Bhati Sukhamani. Hanuman was very delighted and his mind was very joyful. Balo Sravana Sudhasukabani. And Hanumanji uttered words like nectar. What did he say? Hanumanji now, in his disguised form, is speaking to Bharat. And Hanumanji ne kaha, Jasu biraha sochahu dinarati. O Bharat, he said, he in whose absence you sorrow day and night, the catalogue of whose virtues you are incessantly recounting the glory of Raghu's line, has safely arrived, having conquered his foe in battle, with the Devatas singing his praises. Sri Ramachandra is now on his way with Sita and Lakshman. The moment devotees, Bharat heard these words, he forgot all about his worries. Ripur and Najiti suggested Suragawat. All the suras are singing his glories. Sita said, Anuja Prabhu Avat, the Lord is coming. Hearing these devotees, Sunata Vachana Bisare Sabadukha. Immediately Bharat forgot all his trouble. Hearing these words, devotees. Trishavan, just like a thirsty man who is dying, has found Pai Piyusha, nectar to drink. Just like a thirsty man dying of thirst, found nectar. This sound of Hanuman came like nectar to Bharat. Bole Prabhu Ram Chandra ki jai, as the Katha continues. Bharatji now responding to that voice of Hanumanji. भरत ने कहा कि को तुम तात कहाँ से आए? Oh brother, where have you come from? मोहि परम प्रिय वचन सुनाए. Where have you come, brother? Those who have given this sweet words, the supreme words. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Maruta Suta Mai Kapi Hanumana. Hanuman did not waste time, devotees. Hanumanji immediately responded. Hanumanji said, Maruta Sutamai, I am a son of the wind. Kapi Hanumana, I am a monkey and my name is Hanuman. Namu Mora Sunu Kripa Nidhana. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Raghupati Karakin Kar Sunata Bharata Bhetau Sagar. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Bharat devotee, on hearing these words now of Hanuman, Bharat, Sunata, hearing his words, Bharata Bhetau Uthi Sadar. He got up, devotees, and he went to Bhetau, to meet Hanumanji. On meeting Hanumanji now, devotees, who brought this supreme message, this supreme beloved words to him. Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Srila Hridaya Samata Nayana Shravana Jala Pulakit Gata Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Rama Jai Ram Jai Jai. When Hanumanji saw Bharat crying, he also began to cry. And now Hanumanji giving the words, the message, the loving message, the sweet, supreme message, which was like nectar in the ears of Bharat. Bharat now rose and he ran to meet Hanumanji. On meeting now devotees, both hearts could not contain the love, that emotion of love. Both of them began to express in the form of tears. Both of them hugged one another, and the tears of Bharat's eyes was bathing the body of Hanuman, and Hanuman's tears was bathing the body of Bharat. And so devotees, Bole Ram Bhakta Hanuman ki jai, Bharat Bhaya Shri Ram Chandra Bhagwan ki jai, Har Har Mahadev. This is a love expression, devotees, where bhaktas meet. First, you must always keep in mind that we are children of one God. एक पिता की हम सब लड़के धरती हमारे माता. That what we have forgotten to. Are you and me is me. If you cross the boundary, I will chop you. I will wish today. Nowadays, if you watch a person hard vexed, why watching me for? There's no love anymore. So we are living in a time, it's called a dark time called Kali Yuga. And what is interesting in this Kali Yuga, there's also Satyuga exists also, Treta dwells also, and Dwapar. The three yugas is in Kali Yuga, but it is little found. Right now this is Satyuga. This is Satyuga Katha. And this is Tapo Yuga, a different Katha. So in this Kali Yuga, one of the glory of Kali Yuga, whilst it is a dark age, yes, darkness will dominate, but there are many virtues also. This is one of the virtue. Katha, Bhajan, Kirtan. Satyuga also dwells in Kali Yuga, but is least found. So like this devotees, Bharat and Mahavira Swami, they hug each other. Where's the love today, devotees, for us, as brothers, as friends? Maruta Sutta me kapi Hanumana, milata prem nahi hridaya samata. The hridaya, the heart could not contain the love anymore. They burst out into tears, devotees. Nayana sravata jala pulakita gata. Kapitava darasa sakala dukha bite. Mile aaj mohi Rama pirite. Bolo Rama Chandra Bhagwan ki jai. Yeah, devotees, very interesting katha. Very interesting statement made by Bharat to Hanuman. Listen to the statement. With tears in his eyes, he said, Mile aaj mohi Rama pirite. Today, I have seen Ram in you, O Hanuman. I embraced my Ram in you, O Hanuman. Bharat said to Hanuman. And like this, devotees, both of them met. And what happened? Here this Bharat rose, and as I said, he went before. At the very sight of Hanuman, all my worries have disappeared. In you, I have embraced today my beloved Ram. In you today, O Hanuman, I have embraced my beloved Ram. So where Bharat was looking, but Bharat was everywhere looking for Ram. So if you're looking for Ram everywhere, where you will see? Not Ram. Siya Ram Maya Sarva Jaga Jani. Karu Pranam Jori Jaga Pani. Bharat saw Rama and Hanuman embrace at Rama. I see my Rama in you, I embrace my Rama in you, Hanuman. With tears streaming from his eyes, oh Hanuman, all my worries today disappeared. Why? In you I have embraced today my beloved Ram himself. Again and again he inquired after Sri Rama's health. Today everybody is scared of health. E Bola. Who does call Bola? Lord Shivana. What does the E stand for? Ishwar. Bhagavan has given us a sign. Bhagavan has given us a warning. You see, if you begin to read the Garud Puran in the 14th chapter, you will see all these diseases are in the house of Yama. You know that? And when time to dispose his generation, all these diseases will release. Where it will release? In man. It is all within us. Our karmas, our action on a daily basis will erupt these problems that is within us. Cancer, where that come from? So which cloud, which tree, which plant? Within you. Within you, you have lost the battle, so the cancer cells takes over. All these problems is not in some lab or somewhere. It is within us, devotees. Our karmas will bring them fruit, will bring them alive based on our karma. Here, Bharat devotees and Mahavir Swami having discussion about Bhagwan Sri Ram. When today we meet, who do we speak of? We speak of only material objects. But here Bharat and Bhayaram, Bharat and Hanuman is speaking about the creator of these objects, the creator of this creation, and the master of success. If you keep your mind close to God, you will have everything. It is promised in this sloka. You know, what has sometimes disturbed me? We continue reading our Sanskrit language. Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudhar Baranau Raghuvara Vimala Jasu Jodayak Phalachari Buddhihin Tanujanike Sumira Pavana Kumar Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Muhi Harahu Kalesha Vikar. You say to Hanuman, Baba, know me to be without Bal, Buddhi Vidya, strength, intelligence and knowledge. And you give me it. You know me to be without it and you give it to me. And remove all my klesha, all my miseries. But before saying so, Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijaman, you have to keep your mind how? Clean. If your mind dirty, if your mind is impure with impure thoughts, and you go into pray with that kind of impure thoughts, there will be no answering of the prayer. It don't work. That's why many of us prayed and prayed and prayed and no results. No results. The moment you pray sincerely, that is evidently shown in Ramayan. When Brahma heard from Lord Shiva where God is found and how to find, then Brahma prayed. Without inquiry of Bhagwan, you will not find Bhagwan. And so, here, Bharat is inquiring about the health of Ram. Why? He's in the forest. Who will cook for him? Who will provide for him? How is his health to Hanuman? And listen, bro brother, what shall I give you in return for this happy news? I have pondered and found that there's nothing in the world to match the news that you have brought. I am thus unable to repay you for this debt. Please recount to me the doings of my Lord Ram. Tell me about the Lord Ram. Today, who does want to hear about Ram? If you want to hear about Ram Katha, very few devotees will listen and want to hear more about Ram. What happened next? How does Katha continue? Then Hanuman bowed his head at Bharata's feet and narrated all the meritorious deeds of Bhagwan Sri Ram. He bowed submissively and he began to speak about all the glories of Sri Ram, how Hanuman met Sri Ram and all the battles that took place and how Sri Ram conquered and all the glories of Bhagwan Sri Ram, the Lord of Raghus. Tell me, O Hanuman, does my gracious Lord ever remember me as one of his servants? Bharat said, tell me, Hanuman, did Ram ever speak of me? Did he ever thought of me? In this chant, devotees, let us hear. दास जो रघुवंश भूषण कबहो मम सुमिरन करियो सुनि भरत बचन पुनीत अति कपि पुलकितन चरणधि पर्यो रघुबीर निज मुख जासु गुणगन कहत अग जगन्नाथ जो काहे न होई विनीत परम पुनीत सदगुण सिंधु सो। राम प्राण प्रिय नाथ तुम सत्य वचन ममता तो रामा सत्य वचन ममता पुनि पुनि जीवत भरत सुनी हर्षन हृदय समात सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम। Did Shri Ram, Bharata is asking Hanuman, ever remember me as a servant? Hanuman was thrilled with joy to hear this over-modest question of Bharat, this very humble question of Bharat, and fell at the feet of Bharat, saying to himself, how can he be otherwise than humble? Hanumanji fell to his feet. He, the holiest of the holy, and an ocean of noble virtues, whose praises Shri Ram, the hero of the Raghu's line, the Lord of Shri Ram, the Lord of this animate and inanimate creation, recites with his own lips. Shri Ram spoke about the greatness of Bharat. Pran Ram Pran Priya Nath Tumha Satya Bachan Mamatat. To Shri Ram you are dear as life. My Lord, take my words to be true. Hanuman is reporting to Hanuman is reporting to Bharat, yes Bharat, Ram Prana Priya Nath Tuma Satya Vachana Mamatat. Oh my brother, take my word to be truth, that yes, to Shri Ram you are dear as life. Even though Lakshmana, he footstep with him, Lakshman's mind was not at all right in Shri Ram, because Lakshman's mind must have deviated sometime. But Bharat here, never think, his mind never deviated from Ram. Huh? Correct? Never deviated. From distant, never deviated. But Lakshman's mind must have deviated sometime. Because Ravana, and this one, the rest of Rakshas. In fact, Lakshman got angry also when Parashuram came in the scene. So he lost track. But Bharat, no distraction. Never, at no time, was distracted, though, deviated in the mind of Shri Ram. So yes, my word is true to O Bharat. Hearing this, Bharat embraced Hanuman again and again with joy which could not be contained in his heart. Bowing his head to Bharat three devotees, Mahavira Swami forthwith returned to Shri Ram, drawing close to him, told him all that was well. The Lord then mounted on his aerial car, Pushpa Viman, and joyfully now devoted, proceed quickly now to Ayodhya. Bole Prabhu Ram Chandra ki jai. This when devotees, Bharat now returned, leaving Nandigram and going to the capital city of Ayodhya now, and broke all the news to his preceptor first, and then made known inside the palace that the Lord of the Raghus was approaching Ayodhya. First he went to his guru, then he went to his mothers and broke the news everywhere, devotees, that the Lord Rama is coming now. And this is how the festival devotees, when they heard the arrival of Shri Ram into the city of Ayodhya, everyone whose mind was at the feet of Shri Ram, they took up devotees, lota, flowers, thali with sindur, saffron, durva grass, all type gorochan, all is fragrant and so on, and they were running. Now where are they going? No one knows which side is coming from. They're running helter-skelter, idhar-udhar, asking, have you seen my Ram? Have you seen Sita? Have you seen Lakshman? And like this they're running. And the poor old people couldn't go them left behind. To show where God is concerned, everyone goes forward. And so devotees, when Shri Ram was approaching closer and closer, he asked the aerial car to come lower and that they walk on foot, devotees. And everyone now was began to walk from the outskirts of Ayodhya, devotees. It was the darkest night in the month of Kartik, in the month of Kartik now, where the place was of course utmost dark. The people out of their love lit little lamps, deers like little rows from the outskirts of Ayodhya leading straight to the city of Ayodhya. Huh? And was between these rows. It was in the evening time, the dark night. If the light was lit, it had been night time, nah? So night time the people lit this light. Shri Ram was arriving to Ayodhya. And beautifully, they began to celebrate. As now we have songs to celebrate this wonderful occasion. The Awali means rose of Deepa. Deepa Awali, Deepavali. We say Diwali for short now. Deepavali is the correct term, devotees, where we celebrate the arrival of that Lord Shri Ram in the hearts of everyone. During this sad time, there were many battles by Bakasur and all these great demons, where we celebrate the 5 days of Diwali. Narakasur was one of the demons who was killed by Lord Krishna. So we celebrate side by side the appearance of Mother Lakshmi from the churning of the ocean, where she came, worship was done to her. The killing of Narakasur also was celebrated during the sad time of Deepavali. So during this time of Kartik, there were many activities were taking place, devotees, in the time gone by. So today, in the cycle of time, we celebrate these great auspicious occasions to remind ourselves our oneness with Almighty God. Prem Salobapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. So Sri Ram is advancing. Let us, devotees, in our own life advance towards the Lord. As the people was running towards Ram, let us in the same like devotees, forgetting about who sitting in the throne and who watching Ayodhya, they went to the creator of Ayodhya, the master of Ayodhya. So to devotees, we must make some time and turn to the creator of this world. Turn to the master who sent you in his creation. Turn to the Lord who is the only one to fulfill our desires. We must make time, devotees. At this time, I would like to conclude and say thanks to every one of you for coming and sitting down very quietly without any disturbance and listening to Divine Katha. For you have really taken a bath in the Holy Ganga by allowing your mind and your ears to listen. That Katha enters in the mind, purifying the mind and lifting the mind like a ladder towards spirituality. Bolo Siyavara Ram Katha Ki Jai. Let's all rise for Ramayan Arti. After we'll have lovely bhajan. We have Kali Bhai, we have Suresh Bhai and many other singers. आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सिय की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सिय की। गावत ब्रह्मा दिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीकि ज्ञान विशारद सुख संसारि शेष अरुशारद परनि पवन सुत कीरति देखे। आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय की। संतत गावत शंभु भवानी अरुघट संभव मुनि विज्ञानी। व्यास आदि कर पुंज बखानी काकब कुंड गरुड़ तेरी। आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सिय की। चारहु वेद पुराण अष्टदश तवु शास्त्र सब ग्रंथ को रस। तन मन धन संतन के सर्वस सार अंश सम्मत सब ही की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सिय की। कलिमल हरणी विषय रस फीकी सुभग श्रृंगार मुक्ति युवती की। हरणी रोग भवभूमि की तात मात सब विधि तुलसी की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. बोल प्रभु राम चंद्र की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, अष्टभुजा शेर वाली माता की जय. Let's bow heads in prayer, devotees, as we have brought this Katha to the end tonight. After we'll have bhajan, singing, whilst receiving a prasad, arti, panchamrit, and prasad meals are prepared for everyone. We'll have lovely bhajans. At this point, let us turn to that Lord's feet and we bow our heads in prayer, devotees. Om. Om. Kayena vacha manasendriyarva बुद्ध्यात्मनाव प्रकृते स्वभावत करोमि यद्यत सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. We pray for our country devotees and his servants of Lord's feet. Om swasti prajabhya paripalyantam न्यायेन मार्गेण मही महिषः गो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तुभ्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः. The whole world be filled with joy and happiness. Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Bandhu Cha Sakha Tvameva Vidyam Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorva Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Take a follow rings and put on the baby. Om Yantu Devaganasana Puja Madhyamamikam Ishtikama Sumidhartam Punaragamacha. Bolo Paraputra Hanuman ki jai, Ashtabhuja Sharvali Mata ki jai, Mahavir Swami Siyavar Ram Chandra ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, Sab Santo ki jai, Jai Jai Sitaram, Sanatan Dharma ki jai. प्रेम से आसन बैठ लीजिए. While we sit, devotees, we have arti, panchamrit, prasad, and we have meals. We'll have lovely songs to celebrate this occasion today, devotees. Right. Yeah, take it right. Morning. So how you want it?